snacking and meal frequency. How many times a day basically should you eat? One of the most easiest topic with a very straight answer that is the most made into the most complicated topic. Okay, so how many times should you eat? It doesn't fucking matter. Okay, you can eat 15 times a day, you can eat 30 times a day, you can eat just once a day, or you can eat every alternate day. It's not going to matter one iota. Okay, because how many times a day you eat doesn't really matter at all. What matters is whether you create that calorie deficit, how much is the entire quantity of food you are consuming every single day. As long as that is appropriate, it doesn't matter how many meals you are splitting that into. Okay, now personally speaking, I recommend a normal breakfast, lunch and dinner template because this is what most of us do anyway. Okay, we want to make as little change in our routine and in our daily food habits as possible because we want to make this whole thing sustainable. Okay, so to make things easy, I'm just going to work with this template. Okay, you're going to have a good breakfast, you're going to have a good lunch, and you're going to have a good dinner. Now I'm going to add something with this that makes a ton of difference and decides whether you're going to ruin this whole thing or you're going to be successful in this thing, and that is this little bitch called snacking. Okay, we have a habit of snacking. Okay, we all have a very bad habit of snacking. There is absolutely no reason to put bits and pieces of food inside of your mouth because if you're hungry, just get a good meal to eat. Okay, just get a very good meal to eat. Okay, that is it. Don't put food inside of your mouth for any reason than hunger alone. Okay, don't eat food just because you're bored, don't eat food just because you're stressed, don't eat food because there is nothing else to do, don't eat food because there is something lying in your fridge. Okay, there has to be only one and only one reason to eat, and that is hunger for the most part in your everyday life. Okay, so this is a very black and white rule to I tell to most of my clients that you have to absolutely avoid snacking, and you have to make this into a very hardcore boundary, hardcore rule that you're going to open your mouth only thrice a day. Whatever you wish to eat someday, just include it in one of these three meals. Once you're done with your lunch, don't snack anything. Don't put nothing in your mouth until it is time for your dinner. Snacking is basically something that is going to add unnecessary calories to it. That is just simply a bad habit, and if you break it, it's going to help your ton in long term in maintaining your weight loss. Okay. Now, one question a lot of you are going to ask: what about intermittent fasting? What if you want to skip your breakfast, go directly to your lunch, and do the whole intermittent fasting thing, or what if you want to skip your dinner? Now, if you don't know what is intermittent fasting, don't bother about it. Or if you want to bother about it, go Google it. So see videos on YouTube. Intermittent fasting is something. See, all of these things. No, the no snacking rule, the food preference rule. All of these things are basically ways to make you eat less food naturally without counting calories, without having to be conscious about every bite you put inside of your mouth and just wondering and calculating how many calories it has. All of these little rules are basically to make you eat in a calorie deficit naturally. Just like that, just like all of these rules that so far I have told you, intermittent fasting is one of those rules, right? If you don't eat for half of the day, you're not going to eat much food in the remaining day. Okay, that is all there is to it. There is no rocket science, there is nothing magical, nothing fancy about eating in that 6 to 8 hour window. If you want to do that, you can go ahead do that, absolutely no problem. That helps a lot of people, but that also it also messes with a lot of people because for a lot of people I've observed that if you don't eat anything for the first part of the day, they get extra hungry for the rest of the day and they eat way more food than they should be. But all I say is try experimenting, try doing intermittent fasting. If it works with you, awesome, keep doing it. If it doesn't work with you, just don't do it and get back to this normal template. Or you can just skip all of those things altogether and just do the basic breakfast, lunch, and dinner meal template. Now, I want to add one last thing to this video. Okay, what if you are a person who doesn't have a lot of weight to lose? You just have to lose like 8 or 10 kgs or so. In that case, I would say having 3 large meals might not be a very good idea because you might not put yourself into a calorie deficit with 3 large meals. In that case, what I will say is make one of these three meals, any of these three meals, take any of these three meals and cut it in half, right? So just normal heavy breakfast, normal heavy dinner, and maybe just half a lunch, okay? Just like that, you can skip, you can cut your dinner in half, or you can cut your breakfast in half, okay? So by half, I don't mean you have to cut each category of food in half portions. You just need to figure out a way to limit the portion sizes of the food that you're eating, and don't count it as a very big large meal. Just count it as a little support. So for example, if you skip lunch, just look at lunch as a small snack like thing to get you to dinner after you have had your breakfast, okay? This can be just a little portion of protein and a serving of vegetables, or little portion of protein and some serving of carbohydrates like potatoes or oats, or one or two slices of bread or something like that, okay? It doesn't have to be like these three big items on a big plate. Just make it a small little bit of meal, so that you can just go up until dinner. That's pretty much it for this video.